welcome back, Radiant Soul. If you are new here, I would like to thank you for being here and for joining one of my collective readings. If you're not new here, welcome back. All right. I want to thank you for sharing your energy in this sacred space. This is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. Trust your intuition to guide you. If you're seeking something more personal, I am closed right now to one-on-one readings. If you are a new client, if you are a former client, I will take you on for a reading, half hour to an hour. Yet I am closed right now temporarily to new clients. I do have my emails open. If you have any questions or would like to have any discussions about anything I talk about during my readings, I'm always open to that, okay? So let's dive right in. I do have a shout out to whoever gifted the channel with this Repair, Evolution, and Growth deck of Oracle cards. I got these in the mail today along with the What's the Tea deck. So thank you very, very kindly for this deck. This is our first channel gift. We've received donations, and there have been also a couple donations since the last couple readings I've done as well. So I do want to shout out to the donators. Thank you very much for those. Okay, they go into the pool that I take at every end of the month. I take all the funds that I've received as donations, and they go in towards the beginning of the month, and I gather all the funds together and I make purchases for new decks at the beginning of the month. All right, let's dive right in. He made us right in his sight and gave us confidence that we will inherit eternal life. Titus 3:7. The 7th of March might be a significant date for you, maybe a birthday, anniversary, a child's birthday, due date. I got due date for some reason. Carissimi Dios creatum glocum benedicto et mundo boni melodentia. Card slid right out. Old conditioning. Release old conditioning. Petuateo tantum episticite. Meorum et divinorum angelorum nuntius permittus cum omni humilitate gratis. Luc tua tenebras vincit in nomine de supracor. Amen. Just kind of run those over the smoke. Give them a good cleanse before we begin with this new deck. I'm also going to really quickly, before I start with this, do the same before the incense runs out, so that we can go ahead and cleanse the other deck as well. While the incense is still going. Oh, it says fun and full of exposure for the tea deck. Well, we'll see, right? Oop. Almost dropped it. I caught it though. You saw it. So I hope that you are well collected and that all manner of things is well for you. I know the energy has been rough lately during this eclipse season. I feel it. That's why I've been a little slower in my readings. I used to do readings pretty much every day, but it's wild out here. So I've been just kind of doing readings as compelled. I've had to catch up with a lot of scheduling with my personals, and yeah, I'm all caught up now, but oof, it's been wild. A lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff happening for everyone. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with these repair, evolution, and growth cards first, because I want to see how you're doing personally off the bat before we dive into who else is in your energy. Oh man, my nose is itching. So we're getting a good tunnel going here. I did activate my biofield. Somebody doesn't want me talking, getting my words mixed up. I did activate my biofield, and because of that, we're going to go ahead and throw a couple things on the table. taking the leap, courage. You have to let go of something good in order to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, you cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. And that's true. Basically, as soon as we get comfortable with something in life, a tower moment happens. Or the prerequisite of a tower moment happens. That's essentially how it always goes, too. And on top of macro events, there's just so much happening right now. Childhood wound, and the key word here is retrieve. Your inner child is looking, let me turn on this overhead. There we go. Your inner child is looking to heal so you can move on by understanding the situation in a new light. Because like all of a sudden when I pulled this card, it's like the sunlight went behind some clouds. Going within to heal requires self-love and compassion. Gaining perspective through energy work or therapy can be very helpful in accessing tools to empower your inner child. And that's integral to shadow work. So it's like you're being called to have courage and take the leap so that you can recover and heal, retrieve childhood wounds so that you can begin some pretty heavy shadow work here. And what shadow work is if no one has ever explained it good to you, it's really very simple. Shadows are just your negative aspects, your negative traits, collective. That's really very simple. And it's having them pinpointed. We got passion ignited, desire, soul, family, strength, and self-care balance, but we're going to put them back because that's 3 and I just want like 1 or 2. Not quite a leaper. There we go. Time to evolve. Yeah, it's time. Decisions must be made here. It's not only a negative situation, but a necessary one. Having the awareness to see it from your soul's perspective, that you chose much of this before incarnation is needed. Yeah, you chose this before you were even born. This releases the victimhood mentality and pulls back your power. We must go through trials and tribulations as an opportunity to evolve. How you choose to interpret the situation hinges on your growth or not. See, like if you get stuck in this, why me? Why did this happen to me? Instead of seeing it as a teaching moment, a teachable moment, an opportunity as something to learn from, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a huge problem. But for most of you, I don't think that's going to be the issue here. I feel like you've got such an open mind and you're willing to take that leap into, okay, what did these traumas or situations teach me, or people even? I think that you're there. Yeah, creativity on the bottom of the deck, discovery. Yeah, I feel like you're there. You've made the choice to evolve. You're courageous enough to embrace. Intuition, wisdom, and gifts is here. Honor your innate ability to see psychically and trust your gut feelings. Trust your guidance and the vibrations you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, diary, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. Yeah. Writing down how you feel is extremely important. That's actually how I get a lot of my ideas for my spreads that I create. I'm going to also take the spreads that I've done on the channel, and there's been quite a few of them so far, and I'm going to put them into infographics as well, because I just feel like that's very needed. I want to share my work with you. That's part of the reason why I'm here. Like like I said, I'm got my little niche as tech tarot, but I'm also teaching. Yeah, humanitarian service, dreams realized, manifest. Part of my astrological alignments is I am a service worker. Virgo Sun and North Node Virgo. Isolation and lonely. There is a tendency to push people away by isolating yourself from uncomfortable situations. Look into new ways to break down the walls, to create better ways to connect with others. Don't keep your light to yourself. Open up to share it. Yeah, you might be feeling lonely right now. Like maybe you're the only one who's experienced what you've gone through in life. And that's okay. It's honestly quite normal to feel that way on this path, doing this path work. But not trusting others can be a part of that. But you have to trust yourself in order to open up to trust others. That's part of it as well. 11:01 on the timer when I said that. Decision in fear, control. Yeah, you're making some of your decisions in fear, like fearfully. And that can be honestly quite dangerous. I'll just scoot these over a little bit. Soul family came out. Strength. To get hair out of my mouth. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intuition to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. These are really nice cards. I like them a lot. They're going to be very nice for path working. Again, a huge shout out to whoever gifted these cards. Very, very nice cards. Says there's only 44 of them, but it feels like a bigger deck. Very lovely cards. I like them a lot. So yeah, and there's some shadow work definitely here as well, which I kind of suspected. I was feeling it. I was definitely feeling it. You are making progress, though. Yeah, you're taking leaps. You're retrieving childhood wounds. You're evolving. We've got gifts, very strong intuitive wisdom, which all that is going to leave you feeling some isolation and loneliness, especially with the strong gifts here on the table. Like, I feel like you got untouchable intuition here. That's energy that's coming off really strong. And you almost have to isolate yourself for protection and preservation, for survival. A lot of strength here, too, with soul family. You may have started to connect with your soul family. Someone in your energy is fake flexing. Like they're a show off. Let me get, yeah, they're somebody who's pushy. They're a boundary crosser and they're a shit talker. I knew some of that was going to come out. I could feel the gossip. They're a divination abuser and a grudge holder. They're doing candle magic on you because look at there. We've got candles on both of these cards. And right now I've got a candle going and the flame is pretty active. So my candle magic is literally, and if I do any magic at all, it's just white magic. It's, prayerful. It's counteracting their magic. I also do Appalachia magic. Appalachia. And I practice trolldom. I'm totally open with what I do. I will tell you straight out what I do. And it's all in the name of God Most High, with truth as my shield. I do candle magic for others as well to break magic that's on them as well. Particularly, I'm finding that people are putting root magic on others, primarily root work magic, candle magic. Yeah, this person is getting heavy readings on you. Like, they're either watching tarot on you every day or getting readings on you, like, constantly. Like, they're going broke getting readings on you, or having a friend do it, like pressuring a friend to do it. A copycat, and they're doing it in order to steal your ideas and replicate your style and to feed off your creativity. So you have a copycat in your energy. And I saw someone else who was a tarot reader. I can't hear the name, evades me right now. So if you come across this, I'm not doing this to copy off of what you posted, but I saw that you posted a short about a copycat, and the short from TikTok said, copycats do this because they hate you. Okay, they want to eliminate you so they can wear you. And that's exactly, yes, that is exactly true. I think it was Stacia, something like that is her name. That's who posted it. I follow her. My subscriptions are public, so you can go in and look. I'm a fully transparent individual. I don't hide anything. I don't... Ignoring came out on top of that little cluster. You ignore this individual. There's a child out there, so that's confirmation. This person is broke. They don't have any money. They see you as abundant. Okay? You may or may not have money, but they see you as having money. You likely, what it is you have an abundant energy, right? So you magnetize things to you very easily. This is what I'm getting. So you magnetize things to you very easily. So they see you as having, and they are someone who has not. They're a lack energy, and they at least have this mentality of lack. Well, that's setting them back, so that's very unfortunate. They obviously don't know how the law of magnetism works, law of attraction works. There's photo proof of this person that they've been caught in the act doing something against you. There's some evidence saved. Truth in plain sight. Oh, if you've done anything of a sacral nature with this individual, I'm sure you're catching on to what I'm saying. I have to be careful on TikTok. Why is TikTok important? It might be to you with this individual. I have to be careful because of YouTube. So that's why I said sacral nature. There might be some evidence, photo proof, something, a photo or video they have on you of a sacral nature that you've done with this individual. And they're trying to use it against you. That's illegal, by the way. Oh, I don't like that. This person, that's a misogynistic type of energy, and I don't like that. That's very controlling. That's a blackmail. They fish for comments. This person fishes for comments. I'm just trying to make sure I got it all up in the video so you can see it. They're trying to they want your energy. They want your attention. Attention is energy. They're an energy harvester. Okay. That's what these people, even like, say you are, just as an example, but I'm going to use it because this is really big right now. Say you are, I don't have a political affiliation. Okay, I'm what they call a centrist. I don't have a political affiliation. I'm actually more of an anarchist. I'm like Jesus was. I'm not affiliated. I don't believe in government. I believe humans can self-govern them, that we don't need to be governed. Don't Don't come at me for my affiliation, okay? That's not what this is here for. But say you are a leftist, and you've got this alt-right groiper type harassing you online. This is just an example, collective, okay? Because this is what's going on right now. And they are fishing for comments by rage baiting you, okay? Because that's what is happening right now, really a lot everywhere. I'm seeing it all the time. That's why I'm using it as an example. This is a form of energy harvesting. It feeds the machine, so to speak. The Internet of Behaviors, it's what's prompting individuals to act like this. You can look up the Internet of Behaviors. In fact, I urge you to. Please. Yes, it's a waste of time. If you ignore it and don't pay it any time, don't get stuck in this time suck, okay? Make changes. Make changes. Just ignore it. Don't feed that machine, please. I urge you. No matter what affiliation you are. You may be right, you may be left, you may be like me and just don't have an affiliation, okay? I got out of political ideology at a very young age because my family was embroiled in it, and I had an uncle who was in politics, okay? He used to run with Jesse Ventura in the city of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, okay, before Jesse became governor of Minnesota. So I got firsthand experience of what politics was like. Groupie. Yeah, all this stuff is groupie mentality, groupie behavior. Why do I feel like that is pertinent to this? No. This might be political stuff. Maybe this is stuff that's on your mind going on in your life too. Okay, maybe that's why I brought it up. I don't know. You know your life better than I do, collective. My suggestion is try. What was that documentary on Netflix? It doesn't really matter. It'll come to me if it's important. But, I mean, it teaches about groypers and 4chan and all. See, I've been chronically online since the early 2000s. I used to make memes too. I still do, obviously. I post them on the community tab. But my memes are more of a self-evolving nature. They stay out of the political lean, clearly. I watched all this stuff evolve. My meme community that I created in the early 2000s was called Anti-Trend, because I don't like trends. I avoid them, like flagrantly avoid them. All right, no facts here. All vibes, no receipts, talking nonsense, messy storyteller. Okay, this person plays on your emotions. This person plays on your emotions. They try to literally get you sucked into this void of energy harvest. We're going to get collective all upset about this crap that I know will push the buttons. That's what they do. Ugh, this is a mess, collective. I'm so sorry. Yes, and they have a lot of bad habits. They can't break their cycles. They got substance problems. Substance, addictions. Yeah. Haunted. They are using memories to cause flashbacks. This is someone who likes to keep you stuck in trauma loops to create trauma bonds, give you flashbacks. Ugh. I've experienced this. This is no fun. This is no fun. This person may have given you PTSD. All because they have PTSD themselves, okay? There's a wolf in sheep's clothing. They likely have legal issues. Likely, it's right here. The cards don't lie. Yeah, they're at least dealing with authority in some form or fashion. What do we not see coming, collective? Their smiles are fake. They'll smile at you but hate on you on the inside. Very two-faced energy. Jekyll and Hyde energy is what I get. If I'm about done with this deck. We'll pull 2 more from here. I mean, I like it, but yeah, there's you can't really see what's in his hand, but I'm going to cover it up anyway. This is a threatening individual. They make you feel unsafe. They're a power player. I get fascist energy this whole damn time, too. They have love on the brain, but they want to control you. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. What do I get? Ballerina farm. I got ballerina farm. From this female here, I got ballerina farm. Do you know what I'm talking about? I hope so. Like, happy birthday, here's an egg apron. Happy anniversary, or whatever the heck it was. Gross. Misogynistic. I know I've said misogynistic already, but this is a misogynistic individual. They may have A blood type with this wolf here. That's alpha blood type. But they're not Kupith, however you say that. They're on the tree of life. They're the inverted tree of life. They're on the downside. Not on the upside. So on the consciousness scale, they're on the purgatory and lower. Purgatory down to hell on the consciousness scale. Okay? Where would you like me to go with tarot, Spirit? Okay. That's one of my new favorite decks. This is the 5-cent tarot. You can get it from Motel Gift Shop on Etsy. Just kind of shuffling here before we get going. So on the split, we have the Queen of Wands and the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Got fierce energy, independent, courageous, high morals, wisdom, strong beliefs, strong belief system too. I'm getting them versus you. This is them. This is you. We got Leo and Taurus. Leo, Taurus. Curious. Waffles. I am making a video. Now is not the time. That's to clean his genitalia. I wonder if that was a weird kind of confirmation. Oh my. This person is all about their genitalia. Okay. We've got Wheel of Fortune, the 8 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Queen of Swords. Oh. So this is their karma, okay, their fate, that they're like self-victim here, imprisonment, self-imprisonment is what I'm getting, victim mentality. It's a balancing act that they've got. It's like their priority to be in victim mode, self-imprisonment. It's subconscious. It's in their imagination. And you are clear of mind. You're honest, unbiased. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. That's how they're showing up against you. This is an interesting dynamic. And this person may not come off as fashy. Like they're trying not to present themselves that way, but they are. Oh boy, are they. Like they may not even be like, I'm Republican. There they are again. The Hierophant. They may be all like, I vote Democrat and this and that too. They may not even come off like MAGA, but mindset, they are. Mindset, attitude, values, and morals and beliefs, they definitely are. They're MAGA mind. They're fashy. I'm gonna say it, they're straight up fascist. I don't care what it does to my video. My grandfathers were fascist fighters, as well as I. I don't care what happens. Man, are they holding on to you? Conservatism. They're conservative as shit. Four of Pentacles. Monkey mind. They have a monkey mind. Monkey mind. They can't see past their own nose. Past their own nose. I don't know where I got that, but it's what I got. What's wrong, Waffles? What's the matter? He's over here looking like he's all upset, my dog. I'll have to post a picture of him in the community section. I've never done that. I should let you guys see what he looks like. He's a cute puppers. So we have the King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and Judgment. What? No, he pretended. I say he, because it's just the energy. It doesn't make it a he. But this King of Cups presented as... No, he didn't. Okay, presented falsely as compassionate, diplomatic, and balanced, right? Like emotionally balanced, emotionally mature, etc. This is Pisces and, Pisces energy. But with this lack mindset, remember we already had this lack mindset out here. Where was it? It was over here. Yeah, lack mindset, isolated. Maybe homeless too. They have to depend on others for their home. Yeah, they have to use others for a home. What? I cannot. And that's their judgment. I cannot. They're never going to become a butterfly by themselves. They're just not. Is this another soul-stunted individual? Do they not have... I don't think they have spirit within them. And on top of that, they might be completely soulless. And I don't think they know that. Four of Wands. celebration and harmony. What's this Four of Wands, Holy Spirit? What's this Four of Wands? Oh, they see, okay, they're seeing you be balanced and have achievements and harmony. And they're lamenting that with this Five of Cups. This is illumination here with the Sun, Leo energy. You're authentic. You're purely authentic and optimistic even. Well, they're manic and discontent. They live in regret and they're pessimistic. And we got Ten of Swords over here. There's been a final painful end, which was inevitable. This is a very prickly individual. You see the hedgehog there. Huh. Hedgehog is sitting on top of wolf in sheep's clothing. Dang. Yeah, this person is... they're empty. Reptilian. This is a draconic individual. They don't have a soul. That empty vessel. Dang, man. So that's confirmation on that. See these cups upside down and the umbrella up there upside down. And this lizard riding that horse is what all that tells me. So the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Fool. They are all talk. They're dishonorable. They move in haste. We have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy here. Confirmation on my device. I just got a notification. This person takes too many foolish risks towards new beginnings, but they leap towards other individuals. And of course, you know, Page in any direction is being watched. Vigilant. Vigilant. Spying. But I feel like there's been a block here, like you've blocked them on media, so they have to maybe use other accounts. You have the Lovers and the Seven of Cups. If there was any commitment here, it was wishful thinking. There's a lot of illusion and delusion. It's Aquarius energy here with the Fool. The Five of Swords. A lot of disagreements. You had to surrender a lot, and this individual is very self-serving. Knight of Swords. Yeah. See, you're unstoppable, focused, and courageous. Libra energy. I have the Moon. We'll take the Moon. What's the Moon about, Holy Spirit? Pisces. Oh, the Messenger and the Six of Cups. They wanted you not to be connected to your spirit guides. because your spirit guides are protecting you. They were trying to keep the divine signs, you ignorant of the divine signs. They were trying to intercept it with the moon here. This was a chaos master. Well, they tried to hide behind some facade of innocence. Innocence and chaos. Like, what? What are you doing? You're doing too much, bro. You're doing too much. I just cannot with these people. Seven of Swords. Yeah, betrayal, deception, cunning. Because this is the bottom of the deck is always what you can't see. All right, let's get this deck. Animal spirits are heavy here. Four of Shells is Four of Cups. Soul searching and reevaluation. Yeah, this whole relationship caused you to do that. These cards aren't super traditional, so we're going to go with what the meanings of the cards themselves are. The Tower, yeah, release and revelation. That's what the whole end of this, whatever this relationship was a release and revelation. Magician, willpower and creation. Aries, Scorpio, Virgo, and Gemini. Nine of Shells, Nine of Cups, gratitude and fulfillment. Oh, definitely. Wish fulfillment, essentially. Yeah, you were extremely grateful to be done. Like, you brought this to an end. This person didn't want it to end, but you brought it to an end. Like, that was your force of will. You made it, the end happen. And here again was Six of Cups, Six of Shells. And then we got the Wheel. Oh, yeah. Sentiment, joy, change, and possibilities. Yeah, you couldn't do anything with this person. It just was stagnancy, and things couldn't move or happen until the end occurred. Like, this was a happiness hater. This was a destroyer of joy. So once you got them out of your life, back came the joy, back came the happiness. King of Cups, King of Shells. See how it came on the side there? Because he's masking. Harmony and integrity. Yeah, this person wasn't harmonious, and they had zero integrity. They were just putting on a false front, a mask. If you had a child with this individual, they were no father. Seven of Acorns. Acorns is Wands. Determination and stamina. Oh yeah, you've got all that determination. You're just gonna keep going. Nothing's gonna stop you. This person tried to stop you. Ace of Crystals is Pentacles. And the Chariot. Oh yeah. Manifestation and prosperity with discipline and determination. Nothing is stopping you. Look rhinoceros. They're some of the most, them and hippopotamus are some of the most dangerous creatures on the planet. You got all this opportunity with these manifestations and prosperity here. With discipline and determination, you match those. Psh, you're unstoppable, collective. You're literally unstoppable. I see a lot of work being put in here too, after clearing your life of this individual's presence. And we got Seven of Pentacles here. Yeah, look at this. You're stocking up on the manifestations. You're working on investing on what you're working on. Options and results. Hell yes. I think that's an aardvark. 7 of crystals. Let's check it out. I think that's an aardvark though. I've got this little book here. Where's the crystals? All these books I've got have spreads in them too. We should try some of them out as well at some point. I will. Okay. Yeah, it's an aardvark. Intuitive aardvark overcomes stumbling blocks that would otherwise prevent him from obtaining his goals. This person was a stumbling block preventing you from obtaining your goals. See? We kind of talked about that. Intently exploring his pathway, he knows how to sniff out what's best for him. When facing friction, he roots around to find solutions and pauses and reflects before choosing the wisest road to travel. Remain patient and acknowledge all you've achieved thus far. Evaluate the results of your past choices and concentrate on your strengths while reviewing the life you're building. As you work towards manifesting your aspirations, remain confident that your efforts will prove rewarding. Keywords: options, results, direction, planning, focus, manifestation of ideas, reaping rewards. Very cool. Yeah, I had an idea, but I like to just make sure sometimes that I'm getting the card right. My intuition's never really wrong. I like to be proven wrong, but I never get to be proven wrong. I'm not trying to sound egotistical or cocky, but just, once in a while, that'd be nice to be wrong. So yeah, I like these cards, for uplifting messages. Okay, look at this. 10 of Swords. We've already had 10 of Swords out here, but this 10 of Swords is recovery and transformation. Look at that beautiful snake. What do shakes? What do snakes do? They shed their skin to recover and transform. I feel like that's what you did when you got rid of this individual. You shed them, their presence from your life, and then you were able to transform. Thus, the transformation occurred, collective. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Acorns, Wands, passion and creativity. It's like they killed your spark. Those I don't know if you've been on TikTok or seen any of these befores and afters of like those videos or pictures of women where he killed my spark, here's me before and here's me after type stuff. But they're very interesting. I kind of have the same experience with my most toxic ex, so I relate. I'm still kind of trying to recover from my most recent one, so I totally understand. Let's see, let's pull a few more to finish this out. And get final outcome, Spirit, Holy Spirit. Page of Cups, Page of Shells, intuition and inspiration. Yeah, you're really following your intuition at this point, and I feel like it's causing you to be more inspired and creative at this point, because this person was basically squashing all of that and trying to stand in the way of your inspiration, as some of these other cards have called for. 3 of Acorns and Justice. Acorns is once. So yeah, foresight and exploration, you're expanding at this time. This has all been justice, truth, and clarity. I believe that's a crow. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good outcome. Yeah, and the Star, peace and healing. And it takes so long to heal too. I posted, I believe, yesterday's meme was about healing. It starts internally and then externally. And self-love is huge, collective, and it can take a while to get there. But the best and biggest, most transformative part of healing is self-love. It's huge. You have to prioritize yourself. Even when it comes to your children, you have to be able to prioritize yourself. It does not make you a bad parent. It makes you a better parent. please trust me on that. I am a mom of many. I had 10 children. And all of them are grown except for my daughter and my youngest son. So yeah. And I think that pretty much does it. If this resonated with you, leave any kind of animal you want in the comments. Leave your favorite animal, all right? Any animal in the comments, I read every one, and your energy helps shape what comes next, okay? Blessings on you. See you next time. Bye.